Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to take a look at our hamster bedding bin with red wigglers in it. So it's been 13 days since our last update. I've been running out of bedding, but I finally have some ready to go that's sort of been sitting for about a week, or about a week and a half maybe, and it's ready to be put in here, and I know that they desperately need some food in here with this bedding, and it's time to get some in here so that way they can start consuming that bedding with everything else that they're eating in here. So let's go to the system, take a look, see how it's doing, see how the worms are doing since it's been a while since we've added this bedding material. And then when we come back in 2 weeks, we'll see how they're really working at this material, because I really think that they love this material when I put it in. So with that, let's go take a look at the system. All right, here's our system right here. You can see our last update of 5.3 and today's update of 5.16. That's going to make 13 days. I am going to put a dash on there because we are definitely going to put in some more bedding material. And with that, let's open this up and take a look here. Very dry on the lid. Actually, I see a little fruit fly over here, or fungus gnat. That's about it. I guess I see a spider over here in this corner. So they're taking care of those the bugs that are in there, which is a good thing. I don't typically kill the spiders that are inside my bins as long as they're not roaming through the house. As we can see here, we've got everything on one side, and I have this piece of tape here denoting that we last fed on this side over here. We're going to go ahead and move that over to this side because we're going to feed over here when we add in our hamster bedding here. So with that, let's just dig this out a little bit and see what's going on in here. We added quite a bit of food last time. We've still got some of that left in here. We've got some mango seed. Feels very, 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 it's starting to dry out a little bit, but it feels very sticky, this material. Let's just take a look. Look at all the worms over here. Look at this. They're really going to town on these coffee grounds. No odor or anything over in this bin, by the way. I mean, you can see, look at all the worms on there. I mean, they're swarming all over this banana. And there's a bunch of pot worms on there too, if you can see. So they're doing a good job in here of taking care of this food. I am getting some fruit flies in here, I see, or fungus gnats. I have had that issue in this bin. These are pineapple right there. But I've definitely seen the issue in this system with, or I should say both systems that have the bedding material in it to begin with. But look at these. I mean, this is a worm ball right here. I mean, they're really, really enjoying this food. They look very, very healthy. So, if it was without the fruit flies, this would be good. Although last time we did not add any moisture to this system either. So, but there's a lot of food left in here, surprisingly. I really thought that they might go through this a little quicker. But that's okay. They will work through this as they go through the other material as well. And with that, what we're going to do is we're going to shove everything back over to one side here, sort of. Just like that. But first off, let's just dig out some of this stuff. This stuff is really sticky. Let me look. It's just sticking to my gloves here. It's not falling apart. That's not a good sign, really. It means it's a little bit too wet still. But this is going to dry out pretty quickly, I think, with the material we're going to add in here. Because we have a bunch of dry material to add. We're going to have to get it wet. But right now, let's go ahead and add that. Now, by the way, when I add this, I'm going to have a mask on when I'm talking. Because of all the the dust, the paper dust that comes up, I decided that wearing a mask is probably a good idea. So let me show you the bag here, if I can. There we go. See, there's a bunch of bedding in there. Go ahead and empty this out. Just like that. As you can see, this is very, very dry material. This is going to need some moisture. And even if let me just grab the moisture here. Even if this bed was really, really, really dry, or wet, I mean, I would still want to add moisture to this. This stuff just soaks up moisture like crazy. This is probably going to go into a hot composting mode first. Even though it has been sitting in my basement, I'm going to add a little bit more moisture here. And one of the reasons why this material I think is so sticky, by the way, you can see some of the, right here we've got some corn seeds from the hamster in there. So we give him a little bit of corn. But one of the reasons why this is so sticky, I feel, is because of this material. I'm going to add in a little bit of our crushed crab and eggshell in there, just like that. I've still got my mask on. We've got our marking here on this side saying that we fed, which is exactly what we want. And now we got to cover this up a little bit. There's a ton of dust in the air. I'm going to have to leave my mask on the rest of the time probably because of that. But we're going to cover this up a little bit. I think these worms are going to swarm into this area. If I had to guess, I think they're there. I think they're just going to go nuts running into here to try to get to this stuff. Still have a couple straggler worms. I get these little tiny worms that are all over my gloves here. Try to get them off without killing them. If I can. There we go. I think I got them all off that time. Okay. So that's it for our update. Actually, I think I'm going to put one more thing of water in here. I think that they need it. By the way, this water, as you can see, I do have the fruit fly issue sort of in here, or fungus gnats or whatever they are. So this does have BTI mix in it. And I will leave the top cracked at an angle as I've had it, which is why it's starting to dry out a little bit. It was starting to get a little sticky. Probably need to be turned a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and take off my glove, put it to the side. I'm keeping my mask on, though, for now. And I will continue to have this just kind of cockeyed a little bit, just to let some air in, more air in. So we'll have these gaps on the corners here, but it's not going to be sealed off completely like this, which I think really just makes sure that moisture stays in. And that's why this lid was also dry, is because the moisture is allowed to escape through the sides. So that's how we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it cockeyed like that. And that's it for this update. This is a very quick update. Worms are looking fantastic in here. They're doing really well. Hopefully this will also bring even more back. We might see some more cocoons maybe. I'm just going to take this off again real quick. They're really going to spread into this area, I feel, and really start to work at that material. And hopefully we'll see some the fruit fly numbers kind of diminish a little bit. But I might have to put something in here or by here to kind of clean them up a little bit if they do take hold again. So that's it for my update. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Remember, this is my hamster bin with the red wigglers in it. And tomorrow we'll update on our Africans. I have another piece of a bag of stuff to go from the hamster in there. So we'll start with that one next. So thank you for watching.